Well, 11 Americans are still missing and presumed being held hostage. Two of them are a mother and daughter from Evanston, Illinois. Judith Raanan and her daughter Natalie were in Israel visiting relatives. They were staying at the kibbutz Nahal Oz on the Gaza border when Hamas launched its attack on Saturday, October 7th. A neighbor confirmed that they saw Hamas leading both Judith and Natalie out of the house at gunpoint, and no one has seen or heard from them since. Their family believes they are still alive and is asking Hamas to release a video as proof of life. Natalie's brother, Ben Raanan, joins me now. Ben, I am so sorry to be meeting you under these circumstances. You're asking for Hamas to release a video showing your two loved ones. Tell me why.
Good evening. Natalie and Judith are very peaceful people. They are people that love humanity and are not political by nature. These aren't people that are politicians or soldiers. And so just like we saw some of that footage from one of the other hostages the other day, the family who cares about Judith and Natalie very much would love to see some sort of video just confirming that their whereabouts and they're taken care of, because there are a lot of people here that really, really do love them so dearly.
I cannot begin to imagine what it's like to have loved ones in this position, not knowing if they're alive or dead, not knowing where they are and what might be happening to them.
Yeah, it's a sort of absurd situation. Natalie is 17. Her birthday is next week on Tuesday, and we were planning to celebrate with her. Me and her were going to get matching tattoos. I actually just got one in her honor, a tattoo that is. And we're just trying right now to keep as much hope as possible as a family, and are preparing not only to be reunited with her again, but also to be reunited and be on this stage of recovery, whatever that might look like.
President Biden seemed to allude yesterday that things were going on, things were happening behind the scenes. We know that there are negotiations underway between the U.S. government and Qatar about the release of the hostages. Have you been told anything at all?
We met with President Biden last week. The family did. I was not personally on the call, but from what I have heard from my various family members who were on the call, President Biden really cares about the American hostages in Israel, in Gaza, in Palestine, whatever verbiage you want to use, and made a deep commitment to the family that all of the American government's resources were being used to return not only Natalie and Judith from my family, but all hostages.
Well, I'm sure you'll be listening closely to his speech tonight. Ben, I can't fathom how you're able to sit and be as strong as you are right now. I'm so sorry to meet you under these circumstances, and we're praying that your mother and Judith and Natalie will both be released soon. Keep us posted.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks so much for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.